It's getting harder, you turn my heart up, throw me in water. I'm getting higher, just to feel ya, cause I need to. No one knows it, heart is frozen from your poison. Taking the potion, just to feel ya, cause I miss you. Oh my God, can't stop you like heroin. My love you got, there's no settlement. I can't pretend that we're not meant. Oh, I think I'm overdosing. I think that I think I'm overdosing. I think that I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing. It's getting stronger, can't take no longer. Walking on fire. I'm getting higher, just to feel ya, cause I need to. Cause I'm burning a little bit more, just a little bit more now. Taking the potion, just to feel ya, cause I need ya. Oh my God, can't stop you like heroin. My love you got, there's no settlement. I can't pretend that we're not meant. Oh, I think I'm overdosing. 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 It's getting stronger. I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing. 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 I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing.
Yeah, it's green on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Hey, oh, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Hey, oh, expensive taste like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go if they know me. Maybe missing out an opportunity. Need a Uber X, to pick you up on the way. Oh, insecurities gon' make it hard for you to lay low. Switch yourself with someone else, you do it if they say so. Acting like you haven't seen you rolling with the halo. Yeah, it said it's not on me. I know what I want, I'm just waiting for my calling. Yeah, you got a longing to make it with somebody, but lately you been stalling. Oh, lately you been stalling. Yeah, it's green on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Hey, oh, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Hey, oh, expensive taste like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go if they know me. Maybe missing out an opportunity. Yeah, the right one, waiting for the right one. But you won't ever find one, cause you're looking at the wrong ones. Passed up on the one that give you everything. Passed on the one that give you everything you need. Passed up cause you didn't see it on the screen, on the TV. Yeah, it's green on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Hey, oh, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Hey, oh, expensive taste like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go if they know me. Maybe missing out make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crossfire Season 3. It is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. Do you know where your kids are? I do. They're probably here watching this match, or they're over at scl.gg. They run 24/7 training servers. You can review your matches in 2D, and you can build real structure into your gameplay, whether you're grinding alone or you're coordinating with your teammates. SCL has all the tools you need, so head over to scl.gg for more info. Let's get into it. My name is Mr. Henry Bat, and tonight I'm joined by the newcomer here at Crossfire Season 3. We got Mitchell. Tell us about yourself, Mitchell. Introduce yourself. Brag to the Crossfire world about who you are.
Hi, Crossfire gang. My name's Mitchell CS. I've been watching CS for probably 10 or so years or so, ever since Go. I recently got into casting because I really enjoy what I've been seeing, so I really wanted to jump in and join you guys with it.
Hell yeah, that's a good opening. That gives a little bit of information about you, leaves it a little bit vague, gives me a chance to really pick your brain. So let's talk about it. Let's pick your brain a little bit tonight. We got a best of 3. It's Group D here at Crossfire Season 3. It's between Holly Molly and Elation. These two teams currently sitting 0-1 in the Group D bracket. And it's kind of looking bleak for them moving forward. Both these teams need this massive win tonight. Waiting in the wings for both of them are Aether and Kimbo. Talk to us about Elation a little bit. Give us a little bit of information on these guys.
So, Elation, they seem to be in some dire straits now, being in this 0-1 part of their group D. But they recently have been relegated to ESEA main from advanced. So I'm thinking they're gonna try to find their footing now in both main and trying to get a win from Holly Molly now to just to see if they can get like some footing in their group.
Oh, for sure. That the relegation in season 54 to 55, not the greatest, of course. They came back together, maintained that position in main. They went pretty far in playoffs, one match too far away from advanced, I guess. And now battling it out in Crossfire during the offseason is always a good sign. On the opposite side, we have Holly Molly. This is an advanced mainstay team continuously making playoffs. But it seems every time they come into Crossfire, they fall a little bit short, going 0-3 in their group in Season 2, and now finding themselves on the doorstep of 0-2. And if they go 0-2, they have a Kimbo waiting in the wings to potentially put them at 0-3. Did you find any good information on Holly Molly that the viewers could reach for, strive for, feel comfortable about while watching Holly Molly?
So the only signs of hope that I've seen for Holly Molly is, they actually did have a winning record in advance. They didn't really do much in playoffs this most previous season, but I think coming out of a winning record always builds some type of confidence, especially against main teams, especially when they play best of three, so they have more of a more diverse map pool on their end. So I'm hoping they're able to bounce back and at least get their first win of the season, not end up 0-3 in the previous season of Crossfire.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too fun. Now, this Holly Molly squad in Season 2, they did go 0-3, but they were able to pick a map up in all of those best of threes, going 1-2 for 3 matches in a row. They're starting this season off the same. I'm looking right now, checking it, Aether 1-2. They were unsuccessful, but on the other side, Elation going 0-2 against Akimbo might put Elation a little bit on the back foot. So I think this match is going to come down to the maps. We're getting the veto in right now. Lineups are being finalized, but I'm going to guess right before it comes out, I think it's going to be Ancient, Nuke, Dust 2. That's probably my guess. Do you have a guess on what the 3 maps are going to be based on your research?
I would also agree with that. Maybe I'll throw in, maybe a Mirage.
Ooh.
At some point, because
Okay.
I think they're going to go for something a little more puggy from both ends, but I just really have to see whether or not Elation takes out some tactical maps such as Train and Overpass. So I think it's going to really come down to just what Elation bans on their end, because
Very true. Very true. Elation is the ex-villainous roster, and we knew these guys loved to play Overpass. As soon as it came back in the pool, they were all over it, and they have a pretty good winning record on it. And as these lineups start to get finalized, I guess we can sort of talk about keys to victory for both these teams. Now, you mentioned these are going to be pug-style maps. They'll probably want to lean into the defaults. If it does come down to a Mirage, let's say, and it's a Holly Molly pick of Mirage, what do you think their key to victory is going to be? What do you think they need to do to win?
for Holly Molly, I would say from their end, I think they just need some really good protocols in place, and I just think on their end, they just need to just hit their shots, be calm, be collected, and just not screw it up, like screw any easy opportunities up, because I feel like these players have the experience to just run over Elation and just, win the game when they need to.
Speaking of experience, something that I really like to chat about is the ELO rating. Now, I know these are two well-established teams, both in main and advanced. Elation realistically still being an advanced level team, just a little bit of a hiccup at the end of Season 54. These guys are puggers, though. 3,000 rating essentially across the board. All 10 of these players know each other inside and out. They've been teammates in pugs, enemies in pugs. They've played against each other in league before. So we should have a pretty good match tonight. And there we go. The vetoes do come in. It's going to be Nuke. Let me tell you who picked it. Picked by Holly Molly. Oh, okay, so it's Holly
Wow.
Molly who went for the technical map. There we go. Elation on Ancient, and Mirage, as you predicted, to be the decider. These two teams are loading into the server right now, but we're going to take a quick 2-3 minute break to make sure production's 100% good to go. Make sure our mics sounded beautiful. Shake it out before we start. So if you're there, go get some water, use the bathroom, and come right back. And we're going to get into this banger best of 3 between Holly Molly and Elation. See you in a minute.
Last night and I can't see straight. I hoping that I'll make it tomorrow, but right now I can't feel my face. I'm intoxicated, I'm a waste. Hoping I can drown the sorrows, but I love that bitter taste. So I'm addicted to you. Visions of you. Come closer, closer. Closer, closer, come closer, 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 closer. Visions of you.
visions of you.
Half past 9 and I can't see straight. I'm hoping that I'll make it tomorrow, but right now I can't feel my face.
Why do I have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an uptap at each tower, and you overtake it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. No, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and land to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why.
Oh, I just wanna feel free, and I just wanna be me. Yeah, I just wanna go so crazy. I just wanna be a freak. Yeah, I just wanna rise to the top. Yeah, I just wanna go reach the peak. So I've been really well focused on success. Hey, y'all will see. Yeah, you won't see that I will get it. Cause I'm really focused, man. I make it with the rap and I just follow my path. I just follow my passion. To me, this is what's precious. Yeah, in my soul, man, I can feel it. So every single verse, man, I just gotta go and kill it, man. I gotta be the kid. I could be the guy taking you wild. I could be the villain. What good is a kid? Lately, I'm painting my path on my way. Yeah, I got no time that I can waste. So I've been sitting in the space. Yeah, making rest every day, man. You know that I go insane. Yeah, I hit you with a bullet to the brain. Let us stop first, cause we going insane. You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what is next. And I'm loving the fact, truly it's making me blessed. Cause I work on my team, no snakes in the grass. And we have been twisting the wind because of the work that we did in the past. Because of the work that we did in the past. When we went to hours, you barely got breath. So I get the realm and we didn't finesse. So I got the feelings that we might be next. Cause when we go in, we win in the match. When we go in, we win in the match. So that's how we do, cause we be the best.
Holy moly, taking one. Side, but here in visual, we got camera key. Behind the scenes, flipping straights.
So it's like that vending machine you just mentioned is the blue chip matchup with Holly, Molly, and Elation. It looks like they're going to take control of lobby, and let's see. And it seems like Larry got some control outside, and now they're battling out on trophy room. And it seems that Kato's got a kill there, and now it's a 1v2 in this on the end of Ravens. He's sitting here and gonna go to huts whilst everyone else is outside. One's on ramp. So now it's just gonna isolate the 1v1s, and he got it caught out with his knife out, and Holly Molly take the first with a headshot.
Holly Molly T-side start. Thank you, production, for a quick little switch. I figured it was their map pick, so I started at the start. I was like, there's no way they got given the CT side. They're not coached by Quantum Deathcat. That guy would take the T side any chance he got. But Holly Molly starting the pistol round strong. A little bit of a ramp push. Caught with their pants down at the start, but Raven's boss at the open of A site gets clipped by Umu to put a first on the board. Now, Holly Molly coming back in. This should be a little bit of a fast A hit. There's no doubt behind the fact that, well, use the utility to get towards A site, slow the rotates down of Elation.
It seems like they're going to take it down towards ramp side. I thought I was going to actually run it down towards vent, but it looks like they're going to just slow it down here outside trophy, and they're going to see if they're going to rehit this A site, like you just said.
They found that there is a buy on Elation, though. The rehit is coming back towards A site. They pull the rotates towards ramp. Gets 3 players to the seats. He's there just to clear out back site. The Mac 10 rings true. Larry finds Ravens on site. Fusion gets his bell rung in heaven by the Mac 10. Now there's 4 on site. Holly Molly's got to display that utility before that bomb can go down. With a repeat from a few, it's trades effective for the CTs. Now the T side.
And Isidore comes in with the SMG, and he perishes just as fast as the round out starts. So Holly Molly gains their second round of the match, and now let's see what Elation does. Are they going to make a decision? Are they going to save? Or are they going to buy for later?
Well, this might be part of the reason why Holly Molly picked a nuke, right? You don't pick nuke knowing you're going to hit the CT side. You know you're starting on the T side. And with a pistol round followed by a conversion and now a little bit of a freebie cut in, this is exactly where Holly Molly wants to be. 3 rounds to the good after 3. If they can get more than that, they're going to be sitting pretty on their map pick of nuke and a little bit of an Astralis stack for Elation outside. But Holly Molly deploy some util, same strategy to get 1 down into lower. I think that's Umu, and met with no resistance. They got to sniff this stack out. Once they do, they'll be able to get on the site and find themselves a third.
Yeah, this will be a very free round for them. So, I mean, I'm hoping that someone runs into this stack, because I think it's very entertaining to watch these types of stacks, especially in these types of matches of, North America. So here, I think we're about to see some action in the next few seconds or so, because I see him walking up. But
it's smart that Holly Molly's putting the rifles outside, though, right? They're not walking at this with an SMG. As I say that, Kato swings.
Oh no.
This is not looking good. Larry, stop picking into this. The USPs are going wild. Numu's position in lower is now no longer effective. Kato going to try to clean this up, but he hears the pitter-patter of a few pushing at him, and he thinks better of it.
I thought he was going to protect those AK. And I thought he was going to protect those AKs too, maybe perhaps. So I'm really hoping that they don't get those rifles. Well, I hope for their end they're going to get the rifles for their economics. So I think they need to go elsewhere in their end, because I think they're about to get pinched. Because it's been converted to this 1v2, this 5v3 to a 1v2, and can Kato finish him off? And he cannot. So
Elation with the outside stack. USPs ring true, get themselves into a 5v3, and they bring it across the line. A couple of rifles to boot moving forward. So beautiful stack by them, and Holly Molly misplay their hand. They had what seemed to be tons of information, tons of util, and those are the rounds when, hey, we know they're on USPs. Let's just execute onto the A site. Take it in nice and slow. Allow the weapons to do their job, the 2 MAC-10s that they had, but instead they peek outside. their demise.
Mr. Bad, do you think that was more of like an ego thing when they all peeked outside knowing they were stacked outside? And look at that double spray down by Isovd. I don't even know say his name.
I see you, dear. Maybe
I see you,
that's
dear.
what you call it. I mean, you asked if that was an ego thing. Maybe they're just using the range of their weapons, not expecting that. Maybe the communication was like, hey, we see nothing down in lower, we see nothing ramp, there's no pressure in hut or squeaky door. They're not doing anything, where could they be? And then, of course, 5 USPs primed and ready with a little bit of a plan behind it and some aim. That's a deadly combination. Holly Molly do falter, but they have a chance to claw it right back in this 2v3 post plant.
So now the CTs are now prepping with a good flash. And it's going to be a double flash that's layered. And Lightblade can get the double, and looks like they claim the retake.
Beautiful
Now
job,
it's
Elation.
2-2.
Yeah, this is the old villainous roster, right? So we can't just look at this as like Elation. Who are these guys? We've never heard that name before. The old villainous roster has done some runs in advance. They had playoffs multiple seasons in a row. These guys have done Elite 1, Elite 2. I think they had an ECL Cup run as well while they were villainous. I don't know how deep they went. I don't think it was strong, but still, like getting themselves into that level. This is not a done and dusted game, and Holly Molly's stumble in round number 3 has led them back to a tie game, and now they're the ones on the back foot. Desert Eagles, Tech 9s, and a Glock on Sweet T. A couple of pieces of utility, but they're going to walk into the meat grinder of those M4s and AKs.
Much agreed. It looks like they're going to be playing more slower this time around, so they're, maybe they can... So it appears that they're going to make some outside control with the good nades outside. So, I mean, they're going to see if they can take it slow. And it looks like they're going to meet their demise ever so slowly. So this might be a death by paper cut situation. And Fusion got that Kobe off Emblem. And can Kato get that pick off?
They're buying in the next. He should be going for this.
Yeah.
He's got an M4. Low HP. Realistically, still try to go get some damage done. You don't need an M4 in the next. It's not going to be worth it. Gibby does take him out. Now we see Elation set up there pretty smart. They're playing one deep on ramp just for the information gain, someone who could fall back. The Heaven rotator is up in Heaven, expecting that play. You can see him on the screen there. Number 2, that's Fusion. As soon as the contact happens, he starts rotating his way towards ramp. The outside fight comes to fruition, and Elation have all the information that they need. They take 2 down outside. They say there's no way it's a ramp push. The rotate comes back up into Heaven. The nade into Hut is beautiful. And Elation playing an extremely strong and calculated CT side that I just don't think Holly Molly were ready for. The AKs are back out.
So the rivals are about, and they put a smoke wall there, and they're already down secret. So I'm wondering if they're going to go down to this B site, or they're going to crunch up back on A. So I'm hedging my bets they're going to attack this B site, because I think Elation hasn't realized that they've gone that far this quickly. So there's only one way to find out if this strat works.
Space over to them quite often. We've seen Umu down here time and again. He usually goes through vents quite quickly. This time the outside wall of smokes gives him that space, and Holly Molly maybe a little bit overplaying their hand here. They do lose one outside. The Twinkie Cross VT overextends, loses his life to Fusion, but now Holly Molly kind of stuck. 2 in lobby, expecting a little bit of a push here, and 2 down and lower, and they're not really investigating too much. They're expecting Elation to make a mistake, but that CT defense, just straight line across the board, they're not making any mistakes here. Holding their sideways coffins, crosshairs primed. No one holding utility in hands. This looks like an Elation 4th, unless Holly Molly can fly up vents pretty quickly, pinch onto the A site. Larry might be falling back to throw some util, but he doesn't even have any, so never mind. Gibby does lose his life as well.
Yeah, it looks like this round's stalling out very quickly now as we more see it, because it seems like they got all this space, but they need a kill soon if they want to get this round, because sure, you got lower control, but you can't do much if you can't even get on the site, and Ravens just proved you that, because they tried to crunch on this A site, but everybody's all here, and now the round ended so fast because they just couldn't really do much with the space that they earned.
That little fumble from round 3 really coming back to bite Holly Molly in the butt. 4-2 for Elation on the CT side. Now, this is CT side, don't get me wrong. This is the pace that Holly Molly's going to have to go through. Buy, save, buy, save, buy, save. But they need to change of pace here. That change of pace might be something heavy team related. They seem to be splitting up. They have great abilities to get down into lower, but once they get to that position, they kind of get stalled out. And now Umu's attempt again to cross thwarted immediately. Cameraman, we'd love you to push number 1.
And it looks like they're fighting for that ramp control from what we can see. And Isidore gets a good kill off that rifles, but they're fighting for outright control. This little double setup right here, and it looks like Gibby's able to just maintain outside by himself, and Elation gets their 5th.
Flawless round as well, and they upgrade to 4 AKs and the AWP. We'll call it the Royal Flush, because that's a pretty deadly combo. All players on the CT side who can get AK-47s have them in hand. And the economy's kind of booming on the CT side. I just looked at 13,000 on Gibby.
Wow.
He hasn't purchased yet, don't get me wrong, but almost 13K on Lightblade, and he has a full purchase. So holy moly, you're going to have to do this the hard way. It is an identical purchase here, AKs and an AWP. They're going for a fast peek outside. Umu says nay, nay. I'm blinded off the line. I can't take this fight. Fusion has been on one, though. But yeah, you're right. You mentioned that they need that early pick. If they can get it,
yes,
maybe they can change the speed, but holy moly's not really successful in the opening department.
And he's going to peek that dry with the op, and Fusion gets a pick off Larry, and Umu's taken out with the op, and there we go. Kato gets the trade off quickly, and Fusion, and there we go. Sweet Tea gets the pick off. Garage! And I think this A site's cracked wide open now because everyone else is just hiding out here in vents and ramps. So now,
Elation overconfident a little bit. Yeah, that first pick from Mini towards Red, beautiful, right? He smacks down Umu, who tries to swing across in the open. A little bit of an awkward play from Holly Molly. Then he overstays his welcome, gets double swung from top Mini as well as Red Bin, loses his life, and then the double swing coming into Mini to reclaim that space. Elation had the read there. They had the read of at least 3 towards the outside position, including that first kill. So maybe they could have changed that play. Lobby crunch might have come in. We saw I See You Dare pushing towards ramp. But still, Holly Molly still have a little bit of a struggle ahead of them. They're unaware if the A site's open. The ramp crunch is coming in. I See You Dare gets the first. And he gets out
to a 2v2.
Got himself out. That's huge.
So now this retake's more doable now that's a 2v2, and now that they know that Isidore's in lobby, they're going to give them more time to, figure out where they're coming from. It's going to, cause some doubt, and Fusion can have a surprise with a no-scope.
Flashed, peek.
Fly out.
Oh, great
and he
shot,
gets the first.
Up. He saw the second too. He saw the foot of Sweet Tea as he crossed into lobbies. They just stick the bomb smoke on and cover from I See You Dare backside. That's a 6th on the board for Elation. Barring a little bit of a fumble towards the Mini outside fight. Holly Molly are sent, reeling. Boom, Blaker.
And that was an insane fumble from Holly Molly when they had the A site cracked open really early on, but they decided to regroup back in T spawn for some reason. I guess they went to go get the bomb or something, but that's an amazing kill off Fusion, off rip.
Yeah, we've seen this time and again. Holly Molly's early protocols to take space and get the first fights are there. They fully understand the T side fight protocols to start the first 20-ish seconds. But once they go down 5-4 or once they go down full 4-5, they seem to just stall out, but there's a good opening pick outside. Umu from the top Twinkie takes out Gibby. And now the pressure's applied. Elation needs to find this rotation, find a good timing, and take their next fight. Lobby crunch might be on the cards.
I agree. I think they need to take some space that's been released from their end, so I think the lobby crunch would be very useful for them, so they at least get a pick back, make it a 4v4, and make the round more doable for them.
But no wall of smokes means no one has crossed yet. So Elation can't just really walk into that. We can see Lightblade walking up the secret stairs. But as that wall of smokes does come in, this might be a good setup from Elation. Lightblade spotted now. He's got to get himself out of there because he's going to get util dumped. But with that information, Holly Molly knows 1 ramp, 2 A site, 1 secret. They could probably just walk onto the A site, but this is the mid-round stalls that Holly Molly has been displaying to us for the first 8 rounds. They gain information and they don't know what to do with it.
Can Fusion get this pick? And Fusion gets 1. Can he make it a second? His teammates right there to back him up. He gets the second. Can he get the third?
Absolute shutdown from Elation on the CT side. They figured it out. That rotation from Lightblade down into lower stalled Holly Molly from crossing outside. The late smokes gave the information over that the CTs needed. They found the timing. And the op from Fusion shuts the door. Attack timeout does come in. I assume this is from Holly Molly. because they're not having a great time. This should have been a 3-0 start to Holly Molly's T-side campaign, but a little fumble against the USPs sent 7 rounds in the CT's favor. And Holly Molly sent back to the dumps economy-wise. No full buy this round.
So if you were the coach, Mr. Bat, what would you be telling Holly Molly right now?
I would tell them to lean back in their chair, take their hands off their mouse and their keyboard, take a couple of deep breaths, don't say anything. Lean back in, call a strat, and make it something team-related that everybody commits to. Give them this round. Okay, it's round 10, sucks to suck. We got nothing. Let's have everything we can in the next round and play a beautiful default.
And are you gonna call a strat for the bye round, or are you gonna call a strat for this round now?
Oh, both. Quick little team play for this round. Group up as 5. Emblem looks like he wants to do the solo donk impression, single AK-47, while the rest of his team are on upgraded pistols. And then the next round, I can't really say yet. It has to depend on what happens this round. If they're able to crack the A site by moving quickly with a nade to break the door molly into mini, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of things dictate, but it should come down to the in-game leader. Yeah, the in-game leader should be given a little pep talk to the boys.
Input.
But this might even be a tech timeout, so I don't think I'd be able to chat if I was in that coach position.
Oh, yeah,
but
the more I think about that, it's going a little too long.
I gave them the information anyways, and they got it. I hope they heard it. They're ready for it. I hope they heard it too. Holly Molly, do something as a team.
I'm pumped right now.
I'm pumped right now, dude. Emblem with a smoke on his back. No, he does have armor, no head armor, though, but it doesn't matter. The AK's on the CT side, prime and ready. As long as they don't go towards ramp, Gibby's home, he should be okay. But if he loses the fight to an M4 with no head armor, yikes. They are purchasing back into this. I can hear the chat going off.
Yeah, here's some chats.
Live being called, I assume. We're going to have to see.
Oh, it looks like we're back live, yes.
7 rounds in a row for Elation off of a fumble from Holly Molly in round 3. Losing 3 lives outside to the USP Astralis stack. Top decon all the way to heaven. Can Holly Molly bring this back? Single AK in the hands of Emblem. Upgraded utility and pistols for Holly Molly. So this is a little bit of a coordinated strat.
And I think they're going to do, as expected, I think they're going to do a little bit of smoke wall in there, and I think they're just going to see whether or not they can just fake someone out, take someone out of their pivot, and just see if they can just take some space or remove someone from a location to see if they can just, isolate a duel and, run them down with all them pistols and use the AK to maybe, sweep them up in a clutch perhaps. But I guess there's only one way to find out how it goes.
Kato is definitely heard crossing. That forces the rotation down into the lower, but onto the A site they go. Raven finds the first 2 easy as you like towards hut position. He's got more to deal with. The bell swing does come in. He finds the first. Light Blades finds the lower player of Kato, and Fusion's off rotation into heaven is beautiful to drop Umu and put 8 on the CT side for Elation on Holly Molly's map pick. Kind of what I asked for. Group up and hit something together. Commitment was there from the Holly Molly squad. Call was made. The go signal was given. They followed through, but now they have the AKs back, all the utility we could ask for. But is it too little, too late?
And I think there's only one way to find out from this, so I guess they're going to see if they're going to take some control outside, or only one person's dedicated outside, and they might be caught out with his util out, and Kato gets picked off quickly.
I thought he saw him.
I thought so too, and I thought the guy Silo was going to trade him out, but it looks like he left him out to the dust, and it looks like he got some more control off ramp and immediately traded off there. Oh, and Fusion gets the pick with the op, and this round again fizzles out very, very quickly. And Sweet T's still outside. I guess he's looking for something, and he looks to see the guy headshotted, so that's what he looked for, I guess. So
got nothing. My mistake. I thought Gibby was a ramp player. It seems like I see you dare. That was a good response from Holly Molly. Don't get me wrong. They feel the pressure outside. It's never a solo push outside. Usually support comes from flashes. When that happens, that mini player who's supporting covers off squeaky door. So A site might have been a little bit understaffed, which means the ramp rotators in heaven. So the ramp push was good. But going 1-for-1 trade and then that second rotation in from Elation closing the door, Holly Molly finding themselves truly on the back foot. They're just going for a little bit of an 8 pounds, and Raven Boss as well as Light Blades is there to shut them down. 10-2. Elation dominates CT side of Holly Molly's map pick.
Holly Molly's going to need this pistol round very, very, and I cannot emphasize very badly, if they want to get back into this game right now. If they could hit shots right now, this is their one chance to do it. I don't know how else they're going to get back into their map pick, but this is it.
Molly. Dooley's on 2, armored up, Kato and Umu. Maybe this is a little bit of a lobby push, double stack on the A site with the Dooleys. It looks like Elation doesn't care. They're swinging the door over, and they're taking a fight, so it's Dooley swing for Mini, and they're not doing anything. They get run over immediately. Oh, no.
Wow.
Ape strong go Elation onto the A site. No nade to indicate their presence. And the Dooleys swing and miss. Glocks cleaned it up. Elation finding 11.
And that was a stack versus a stack, too. They were all there on the A side fighting it out. So, I mean, that was the most fairest 5v5 you could have had in this match, you know? So, I think it really came down to really hit their shots. And it looks like Elation's just hitting theirs today.
Holly Molly is allowing them to get the map point as well. And are they going to pull the same sort of strat? No, Elation say speed is their friend, grouping up as 5, Ape strong towards ramp. They're saying, no funny business. We're taking this into lower. Come and get us. We'll all die with the bomb if we need to. Rotation from Holly Molly is in, but too little too late now.
We get some spams through the smoke, and this nade's going to do some good damage here. Blaker!
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's currently on the Dust 2 US match page right now, but Elation look like they want to close this one out quickly. That's going to be 12 on the board for them, and Holly Molly stumbling on their map pick.
Did he crash?
Oh. He's taking his time. He ain't moving. Oh, his leg is moving. There we go.
Oh. Well, he must know something we don't. He wants to save that USP for the next round. Maybe, you know, it's really valuable to him. So,
No,
you know,
he's dead anyway.
I guess not.
All right, Elation, stick with the speed. Show us what you got. Let us know that you guys have been working in the off season, saying main 3 and 2 run was not good enough. You guys wanted to go 4 and 2 to get yourselves back into advanced, and show us why you should be there. Show us why Holly Molly, the advanced playoff mainstay team, top third team in advanced, it's no issue for you. Mac 10s, a couple of AKs, and an A site execute should be on the cards for Elation.
And I think if you want to put your foot down right now, this is your best chance to do it, Holly Molly. I think you just got to just take some round just for pride, and oh no. And it's going to be an A push right here, and can Sweet Tea get one? And he gets traded out by Kato, and Umo gets that. There we go. It's a double from Kato from this A site, and I think they locked it down. So Light Blades left, and can he convert this 1v4?
No, not a chance. Elation stumbling a little bit there. I think they got a little bit too overzealous. They heard my prayers saying, A site execute is what you need to do. And they didn't have anybody watching the outside push. Umu finds himself in position perfectly to take out the Molly smoke player on top T roof and shut down this hit before it even started. Holly Molly rotating in, M4's reign supreme. And Elation going to try again. 9 more attempts to close out the map pick of Holly Molly and send us over to Ancient. And their money's looking pretty good on the T side.
It is indeed. So, I mean, this is not like a big loss because they, yeah, like you mentioned, they have plenty of opportunities to finish off this map, and I don't think they'll have much of a problem doing so, to be quite honest with you. So, unless Holly Molly pulls something out, you know,
I mean,
a rabbit out of the hat.
These two teams, though, they know each other like the back of their hands. They're both playing a pretty standard style game. We saw Holly Molly's TT side as default as you like. So, or Elation CT side, sorry, Holly Molly just have to play that same style. And if they can read what Elation's doing, which they're working with speed, as long as they can get in front of it, they should be okay.
It looks like they are. Oh no. They're running it down, and Emblem gets one, but he couldn't get a second, and it looks like it's a 2v2 now, and this is for the map. And Kato gets one now. It's a 2v1 for Raven. And could he convert this 2v1? And he cannot.
Order. Yeah, so that's going to be a 4th on the board for Holly Molly. And a good play by them as well. They're realizing, again, Elation is using a lot of speed. The wall of smokes comes out immediately with flashes behind it, so the cross was definitely noted. No pressure towards Squeaky Door besides the single nade and Molly. So Holly Molly, they just take a deep breath, put a couple players in lower and rotate into it. But this is exactly what Elation want to see. They want to see fast rotations based on the fact that they're playing an extremely fast game. And Holly Molly might bite on the next gun round.
Oh, so you think it's like some conditionings involved here in the next few
Yeah.
strategies?
Definitely conditionings on the T side. Like T side nuke, realistically, you get the pistol, you convert it, ape strong, no stress. Maybe you get 2 more rounds total, and that has to do with conditioning on the first few rounds. And as you can see, Elation has slowed down just a little bit. Holly Molly now definitely stepping out of order here. You can see the underpass push here from Sweet T's a little bit delayed, especially because Kato just crossed to red bin and took the fights, found himself a quick 2 kills, didn't relay that quick enough. Sweet T had
Whoa.
no real possibility to get into the fight. So the communication is there for Holly Molly, but it seems a little bit delayed. Elation playing a very smart T-side game right now. They found 3. They have a couple of rounds to play with here. They'll have everything they need in the next round. And the speed that they've displayed so far has definitely thrown Holly Molly off kilter. So a quick default round, they'll find themselves an opening pick, make it a 5-4, maybe even a 5-3. Maybe even I see you dare close the match out right now, 1v5 with the Desert Eagle.
Do you believe yet?
I definitely don't believe. Not at all. 0%. These players are not going to fall for this. They're taking a breath right now. They're talking to each other, saying, guys, if he's in lower, who cares? We'll set up a retake. I can't even see the bomb. Is it on his back? As he lags out. It is. I see you there has the bomb. He's going to play it lower. It's going to be a group rotation from Holly Molly. As long as Kato doesn't overextend towards double doors, they can pinch this position.
And he has an A1S too, but I don't think he's opting to use it. I think he wants to go for all these 1-digs. And there we go. I thought I was going to use that A1S, but that defuse comes very quickly. But I think successful round for Elation, regardless of it, the bomb being defused without the kills, the bomb down. I don't think you could ask anything more from that point, you know, other than obviously clutching a 1v5. But I wouldn't, you know, bank on that on a save round such as that one.
I've been told by a very reliable source that my webcam microphone is the one being picked up. Not my Yeti mic, but we'll figure that out into map 2. Round 5 in a row, or 5 on the board now for Holly Molly. Elation with a chance. Their speed early in the second half has led Holly Molly to maybe fall out of position early. So we can see them with a good, slow default here, expecting Holly Molly to make a little bit of a mistake.
And it looks like Holly Molly is pretty good with their preventative util too with their protocols. So it's clearly they can't really rush into these things from Elation's point of view. So it looks like they have a very sound TT side as well. I just hope, I'm just curious if they could hold the line yet. I'm not a believer of this comeback, but I'm more than willing to change my mind at some point.
Well, no mistakes yet from Holly Molly. They're playing this nice and slow. They've dumped quite a bit of util, but they have quite a bit left to still stall. Kato gets the opening onto Gibby. Just marching onto the A site. Oh no, Sweet T caught out in that fence push. The Heaven rotate is good. Umu and Larry open up the next 2. Raven, I see you there, trade back out, but now into a 1v2, make it a 1v1 for Raven. Fox through the air. He picks the last fight. Elation 13-5. We're going to send it to a quick break while I fix my mic, and we'll see you guys here at 5-10 on Ancient. See if Elation can close this out 2-0. We'll see you then.
We be the best, yeah, we be the best, whoa. Yeah, we be the best, we be the best, hey, yeah, we be the best, hey, we be the best, yo, you wanna come a test, whoa, you want to see we the best, hey, you don't see that we're the best kid, so I suggest you never really come and test it, but otherwise I will smack your face, like Michael Jordan does with a ball on the basket, oh damn kid, but you didn't expect it, you never really thought that this could just happen, but now really come on and we pull out with the action, just keep on the feed, don't they don't get it like...
you all the time. I don't really need to apologize. I know, but you like it. I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah. Every day by your side, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it.
You never had any patience. It's like a vision you couldn't see clear. And now life's a conversation. You bet it's only one side of love.
I hear you saying, you say you like me better all the way. And I swear that I try, but I was so blind. They say it works it if you let them stay. So I count my ties, this is my good. And now I'm saying, now I'm saying,
I've been sitting, resting, and drifting. That was all that I had. But no more, said no more. I faced it. My scars won't have ghosts. No more.
you never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do.
And when I close my eyes, I'll know that you're never by my side.
You never love
This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
We show up. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
Domination by Elation. They take Holly Molly's map pick 13-5. And sorry.
I'm here. I'm covered for you.
Yeah.
That's okay. Elation does pick up Holly Molly's map pick. That was a good opening, man. Starting off strong, no stress. We'll talk about Hick's Law after this. Yeah, Holly Molly seemed a little fragile on their T side. They were able to get the openings and they said, yes, it's our round. And then Elation finds the rotation, closes the door, finds himself 10-2 at the half. They switch over. a little bit of a pacey start, find themselves up to 12, lose a couple of rounds in a row, but once they got the weapons back in their hands, those AK-47s, they were able to close it out with some heroics. But now we're moving over to Ancient. This is the map pick of Elation. This is the top map for both these teams, Holly Molly and Elation. So I gotta ask, do you think Elation's gonna close it out 2-0, or do you think we're gonna go over to Mirage?
I think Elation's going to close it out 2-0. It seems that Holly Molly's playing with the sub with Kato. He's subbing in for Flash, who apparently is their main rifler. So I don't think they have their full 5, and I don't think they're using out their full fleshed out strats compared to Elation, who has their full 5 right now. So I think Elation's going to take it home and take it 2-0 tonight.
Yeah, that was a little interesting to see Kato on the server. But yeah, we're going to switch over to Ancient right now. I assume Holly Molly's going to be on the CT side. Yeah, there we go. Elation on the T side, starting strong. Is their map pick, so they're seconded to that position. It looks like they're going to head towards B site. 2 sets of utility here, a couple of pieces of armor. It's just going to be a straight up execute onto B, but Holly Molly are ready for this.
Yes, I see they have 3 here on site, and I think they're ready to go with this one, with this upgraded pistols here with the dualies, and 1 hit.
Util raining out, no rotation yet from the Holly Molly side. The clear batter comes up towards ramp. Fusion doesn't spot anything. Cross is fighting rocks. Emblem with a Glock to the lips, pushing through the edge of the smoke to try to get back onto the side. Is Umu with the dualies, finds himself a triple. Raven responds with 1, but Sweet T gets dropped, and now into a 1v2. Fusion finds himself backside. The rotations are in.
And Larry 1K is hiding in Jaguar, and Flash is on ramp, so now all they have to do is just play together, have a crossfire set. While that's happening, Fusion's going to take a little rotation and sneak off onto this A site, perhaps, because I think he noticed that it's there for free, and
they're tracking him, though.
Yep, they're trying to figure it out. They're putting 1 and 2 together, and he gets shot on the side of the head, and Holly Molly claims their first.
Nice pistol round by Holly Molly. Good hold on sight. Umu with some heroics there with the dualies. We saw him try to do the same over on Nuke through Mini with the dualies. Didn't really work out for him, but this time it does. Good little push through the cave smoke. Find themselves a triple and a first on the board. Elation respond with a purchase into this round. Tech-9s, Mac-10, and a Scout. I want to say they're going to go a little bit slower this round. Holly Molly just going to run their standard, grab mid-control, elbow smoke, nades to boot across catwalk. But smoke's landing on A site. Holly Molly's ready.
It looks like they're already out on this A site, and it's like they're going to battle it out right now. And that's a great spam through the smoke to get a trade back. And it looks like they have some rifles in return. So now it's a 3v4 for this A site. And I think they're going to let this bomb go down because they're going to play a good retake here. And I wonder if they're going to push this smoke. Or if they can just edge it and have the one battle here, and Flash wins the smoke battle. And can Lightblade win this 1v4 with just a Tech-9? He gets 1, but he immediately gets traded off, and Holly Molly gets their second.
I got my hands in the air. I don't want to jinx it. We saw Holly Molly do this on Nuke. Okay, they get the first 2 rounds. Granted, it was the T side.
Uh-oh.
And then they walked into 5 USPs outside, and they lost. Okay, Elation are feeling pretty comfortable right now. Just Glocks going into this round. Couple of upgraded pistols maybe. But Holly Molly, you can see Sweet T looking in, going, boys, let's not screw this up. Flash back in the game, actually. We see him right there on the server. I didn't even notice. Kodo back to the bench. Holly Molly should have a third on the board here.
Do you think this breathes some new life into Holly Molly now that Flash is back?
Oh, look at him. He's flying down towards mid. He says, boys, we're not screwing this up right now. Into the mid-fight they go. Tex reign supreme. Gibby finds the first. Emblem trades back out to hold that mid-control, and the rotation across catwalk for Larry, and Sweet T is good. Door closed. Third on the board, barring any crazy stunts from Fusion and Lightblade. Best they can hope for right now is maybe a bomb plant.
I think that's the best they can do right now with their circumstances, with these 2 Glocks, with the Glock and the Deagle. Unless
Emblem
they can hit
really
some absolute
low.
bangers.
Uh-oh.
Fusion.
Emblem has 1 HP. Larry's susceptible to the Glock or Deagle death to the head. But they're pushing in. Oh, no!
It's not down to 1v1, and Holly Molly survived the save, and perhaps they have some different luck this time around in this map.
There's worse ways to lose a round, my friend. And losing a round like that when you have no right to win, especially when you only have a couple of upgraded pistols, you get a bomb plant, 4 kills to boot. Elation are licking their lips going into their first T-side gun round on their map pick. And I'm excited to see what they have. Red Room smoke, Jaguar smoke, maybe fast cat control because Holly Molly's been pressuring back into that. We're going to have to wait and see. Ops on both sides as well.
It appears that Holly Molly are going to go for some mid control here very early on, and it looks like they're going to battle it out right here with this all this mid util being placed here. And they all smoked off already, so now they're just going to poke and prod and see if they can find any picks off here.
Default starting to be established here from Elation, but pushing through the smoke again! No! Larry finds the first, trades effective in mid. Emblem and Sweet Tea close that gap up. And now Lightblade left alone. A little bit of a fumble from his teammate pushing through the Jaguar smoke. It seemed like he had two. But Holly Molly, they're figuring something out here. They have a good setup for this kind of play. And I think they were maybe expecting that double push. Lower mid smoke, cat smoke.
Now we wait. Do you think he's going to push that, or do you think he's just going to hold the line and see if he can find a pick off this and just try to isolate the duels in 1v1s?
Holly Molly has to make a mistake here for Elation to have any chance, for Lightblade to have any chance. I don't think VT is going to back up into the angle. I say that, of course, he does. Larry, not happy with that one. Molly is going to potentially force the fight here, and he has a 1v1. Oh, fucking no.
Oh, no. Can he convert this 1v3 to a round win, their first round win? He has 10 HP. Can Emblem save the round for Holly Molly? And he can.
2 rounds in a row, 1 player surviving for Holly Molly, and massive economical damage being done. Here's this little mistake here. I see you there overcooking himself. Larry does course correct and find it, but a little stumble there from Sweet Tea. Gives his back up to Lightblade, and that's not what you want to do. Sticks the dagger in low, finds a second on Larry. But steady
This
hands
game
of
could be
Emblem brings
easily-
the fourth in.
And this game could easily be 2-2 right now with all these 1v1s that are going on. So if I was Elation, I wouldn't be too, disappointed with being 4-0 down. I think they just
about
gotta
that
just
pistol
finish the
round as
job.
well. Umu found 3 through the smoke with Doolies running through the cave smoke. He could have got shut down after 1, and Elation could be up 4-0 right now. 2-2 scoreline for sure. 4-0 is also completely possible for Elation. Oh, no.
Counter-Strike is a game of inches and miles, and it looks like right now it's just down to just 1 kill every single time. I think Elation just needs to take a deep breath and just be like, let's just finish off the rounds, and they could be right back into this game.
They are posturing for a little bit of a B lean here. Some standard utils going out. Default Molly landed, but they didn't really grab space off of that. The rotation of Umu's op from Red Room comes in, finds its mark on I See You Dare. But now a little bit of a pause, 50 seconds on the clock. And Larry playing a dangerous game. The wood wall has been spammed a few times. Holly Molly rotating off of B, and I think this is what Elation wants.
I think they're causing this, they're pausing to cause some doubt and maybe pull a rotation elsewhere, but it looks like there's a lurk off mid coming up, and it looks like it worked out by Gibby, who gets a kill off mid, and now this A site seems to be opened up very much more slowly, unless
Oh, no.
he wins the battle for this A site. That fixes everything now, because now he cuts off all the rotations there. It's a free A site, and now it's a 2v3, and can Gibby finish off the round?
Oh, beautiful clothesline on the first. Larry trades it back out. This is not an easy to win 2v1. 1v2, I should say. He spots one towards the Brokey side, but that player could be anywhere by now. Bomb plant out of his vision. So he has to find a way to dissect this. And Holly Molly might be losing their first round. He finds the first over towards Lightblade. He taps and sticks the bomb, but up close is Raven on opposite default. Slips the net, and Larry loses his life. Elation put a first on the board. Beautiful round indeed. That was a little bit of a low buy, a little bit of a force buy by them as well. Galil's are on the board, less utility. And Holly Molly overextending.
Yeah, and that was a great lurk by Gibby going up Red Room so that he can open up the space there for Elation. So it actually did work out for them, that they actually did pause, cause some doubt, and it actually paid off by that pause. Because I think if they continue just pushing and prodding that B site, I think it wouldn't have caused a round win.
Well,
who caused the
that
timeout?
round?
Oh,
that
Holly
round
Molly.
win kind of threw Umu out the window here. This is going to be a force coming back from Holly Molly. We can see $1,600 in the bank for Flash, $1,800 for Sweet Tea. That doesn't give me the comfy feeling for the purchase on the CT side. Now, This is Ancient. You can play Cave Jaguar position with an SMG Donut. It's possible as well, maybe an A main push. So this force might have some legs behind it. If they want to save, they're going to have a pretty weak buy going forward. We can see Flash already purchasing Larry as well, even before Umu comes back in the server. Opposite side, though, Elation, their bank's not doing too great either. They have a Galil, a Mac-10, but tons of util. And of course, I say this all the time, they're reading the money as well as we are. They can't see the money, but through the thousands, tens of thousands of hours combined between the 5 players on each team, they know exactly what they're going up against. Umu rejoins the server, $3,000 to be spent by him. Maybe he saves a little bit more so he can get the op moving forward, and that's exactly what he's doing. Desert Eagle armor, $1,600 save, double save to be underway. Elation should find themselves up to 3 here, barring any crazy stunts.
I have to agree with you on this one. Unless something absolutely insane happens with that Deagle, I think
We saw
Elation
it
is
before,
going
opposite way though.
You know what? That is true. So maybe, there'll be some magic on their end as well. And it looks like IB might stand correctly because they get the first pick off Jaguar. And they claimed the rifle. They got a free MAC-10. So I mean,
That was
hopefully
triple
you can
push
get
though.
Yes,
Yeah,
so they should take that
gained.
information. Yeah.
Bomb found, round clean. Oh no, he turns for it! Lightblade, an inkling, hair on the back of his neck stands up, emblem. Misses opportunity. Gibby capitalizes on Umu as well. Now the rotation towards Red Room is in based on that early information. And that's an open B site.
And they're going to try to run him down, and they get it. And they have a free rifle. Was that a free rifle, looks like? Yes.
Yeah, they found
got
it.
an AK.
They're going to juggle that MP9 as well over, but Flash rotated out too quick, so no MP9 for him. It's going to be a pretty hard retake. Holly Molly just need to play this time as long as they can, try to get as many kills as possible. I think this round is already lost.
And Sweet Tea with the AK kill, could he get another one perhaps? He can. Can he convert this to a triple
He's got
kill?
a kit.
Oh, and Sweet Tea turns that into an ace.
Oh. Out of nowhere, starts with the pistol early towards Catwalk, finds himself the kill in Red Room, closing the door behind him, and then a 3K to retake that bomb site. Holly Molly find a 5th, and Elation, they look a little stunted now. They're going to be on a save. It's not going to be a good one either. This is going to be a kind of a terrible buy. I figured this was the round win for Elation right there. Emblem's little misstep towards elbow. But VT, with the AK-47 recovered, finds himself an ace. An ace to find a 5th on the board on a low buy, a force buy by Holly Molly.
Mr. Bat, we just have that caster curse ability now, apparently. So I think we
Dude,
just
how
got to
many
just...
times? How many times
Too
can we
many
do it?
times. And Flash gets the kill off the smoke. And can he get anything more from that? Or is Elation going to just finally hold back and not push that smoke anymore? But they double it down, and that turns them away. Unless they want to do something more from this. But it seems like they want to pack up and leave elsewhere in this B side, apparently. So they've seen enough on mid.
Yeah, Flash is lucky there, though. He gets that opening pick, and there's no aggression towards Catwalk. There was no one else from Holly Molly push up towards Jaguar. The util had dissipated towards Cat. There was no smoke blocking line of vision. Flash's head was completely exposed, but now he gets himself out of there. The push through main comes in from Emblem. Holly Molly should be completely ready for this hit. You can see Umu still looking towards Red Room, which kind of isn't a possibility. His teammate has pushed all the way through main. His other teammate is in towards mid, so the B-side hit does come out. A great flash. Larry finds himself a double. Lightblade trades. Now, Cavalry is here in Elation. They're going to get rocked. Good sight hold. Good information gained from Holly Molly. And they're sending Elation back to the drawing board.
And it's kind of crazy how Holly Molly get one player back, Mr. Flash, and everything changes. I wonder if this is going to change this whole series, because I was under the guise that he wasn't coming back in this series, but I think this is, he's like their lucky charm or something, because they're playing a whole different type of way now here on Ancient compared to Nuke.
You are actually correct. We did talk about this. We gave a little bit of the upper hand to Holly Molly just because they're the advanced playoff team. We said Elation could do some damage. I didn't think a 13-5 on Nuke was going to be it. But that's how Nuke works. You get that ball rolling, you get the momentum moving, and Holly Molly couldn't handle it. They're handling the pressure right now over towards the B site. Larry with the first, finds himself a second. VT capitalizes as well, and that's a great hold on the B site. 5 up for Holly Molly, 7 on the board. And Elation seemed to have no way through. This early util from Holly Molly is closing the door, and Elation's patience not paying off.
Yeah, and it's clearly, not working out for them. And I wonder if they have anything else cooked up for their T side, because clearly what they're doing now is not working right now. So I think if I was the IGO, I would come up with something a little bit different in their end, because I don't think they have even struck the A site yet or off rip, but they have done it off like a rotation. But it looks like it's a triple CT aggression on mid, and that's not helping them in their case either. So unless Isidir can do something now,
Nope.
and
The
that
cover
seems to
from
work out.
Yeah, the cover from Donut too good. Holly Molly did change the pace up there a little bit. You asked for Elation's change. It was a change. They sent a ton of util towards mid. They pressured and pressured and pressured, trying to keep Holly Molly down towards lower mid while they cross along catwalk. It just doesn't work. The triple push from Holly Molly with the cover from Donut over towards heaven. Too strong. Holly Molly looked prime and ready to find an 8th. Barring any crazy stunts from Lightblade.
I wonder if this is Holly Molly's, just get, I wonder if they've been secretly practicing Ancient, because I don't see them playing Ancient often for what I've researched from them. So I wonder if they were just cooking this up for a
this to be
different
one of their
season.
top maps. Maybe
Oh,
my
really? Let me
research is all
see.
messed up. I'm going to take a
Maybe
quick
my
look
research is
here.
messed up. What the heck? Because I knew they played Nuke, but clearly I think I might have had these picks and bans wrong, apparently, because apparently Nuke didn't work out for them
What
unless
I
the sub
see is they're a Nuke Ancient Dust to Train sort of team. Nuke is their priority, but obviously it's not. But yeah, Ancient being one of
not
their...
anymore.
Ancient, to me, looking up 15 plus maps of it over the past 6 months, they have a pretty strong win record on it as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I didn't do too deep of a dive, but as we're chatting about that, 15 seconds left in the round here, and Lightblade does not strike. Fusion finds a consolation prize. As time ticks down, he's got to get himself out of there to try to save this off moving forward. He does not want to get killed after time. VT puts him down at an 8th. Elation, no response.
And now it's getting a little scary for Holly Molly, because they now get some CT side AKs, and we were talking about that back in Nuke. When you have the CT side with AKs, it makes it so much more difficult for Elation now. Because now they have Galil, so definitely there's no one-shot headshots in these situations, especially against head armor. So they are hemorrhaging, and they need to stop the bleeding as soon as possible. And it looks like they're going to go for some more mid control here, but it looks like they're going to take some space up on Cat. So
Running a
I
little
wonder
bit
what
of
the
a
strat is
default
this
here.
time.
Well, they
Yes.
see less utility down towards lower mid from Holly Molly, indicating maybe they're not trying not to take mid. I see you dare takes the catwalk space here, not getting spammed through the wood wall, not getting spammed through the Jaguar smoke. So this is an indication to Elation that this is a change of pace by Holly Molly. So we should see maybe a little B ramp aggression late into the round, maybe a re-clear into mid from Holly Molly. But as the time ticks down, Holly Molly's rotate starts to lean towards that mid clear. You can see Flash along with Emblem starting to get curious about Red Room and backside. Oh no, Umu.
Oh,
Just a
for
donut
free?
walk. Just absolutely free. That Galil rings true, and an upgrade to an op gives him the line of sight towards Spawn. He finds himself a second.
And Gibby picks up their op, and it's actually paying absolute dividends. He actually bought them the op so he can get the kills with it, but it looks like Holly Molly's able to get 2 back in return and make this a 3v2. And I thought, yeah, and he's able to get the kill for a 2v2, and now they have to get the bomb down, and one's going to come from Cave. So what can Holly Molly do to prevent this plant from going down?
Keep their guns out.
That's a great idea. And he's going to get this no-scope, perhaps? And no, he could not get the no-scope. And now I See You There has a 1v2. I thought Elation had the Constellation to come to this A site, but apparently it wasn't the vision that we saw.
No, and their money's in the bin now, so I see you there has to save this AK-47. Is realistically their one saving grace moving forward. 3 kills does eat at the bank account of Holly Molly. We're getting into the dog days of the first half here. Penultimate round coming up. The money's still unbelievable for the Holly Molly side, so Elation are still going to have to do this the hard way. 2 more gun rounds for them to slug through, and this one's not going to be any better. I want to say they have to force behind I See You Dare, because it'll be a jank buy in the next. If not, because he didn't get any money. So Galil's coming into play, utility to boot. Not a bad buy for Elation, but they're really hoping for a bomb plant in this one. If they can get a bomb plant, that'll fix their money woes in the next round. They also need some kills. Potentially the round win, or Holly Molly are going to Find themselves up 11-1 at the half.
Yeah, I think they're gonna run away with this map, but it keeps continuing the way it is, and I think we're gonna take us to a third of Mirage. So I'm very worried for Elation now. I thought this was gonna be just a
They still
quick
have a
little
CT side.
2-0.
They still have a CT
That is
side.
true.
We saw what
That
they
is
did on
true.
Nuke. They were able to bounce back after a couple of weird rounds Holly Molly threw at them. These are not teams that are going to give up. These are not teams that are just going to lay back and say, fuck it, we're going to map 3. These guys are going to they're going to pressure back. And as we can see, a little bit of an ape strong play towards the B site. Utility to rein in a little bit late. But it's going to be a good smoke to block off short. Umu finds the first. Larry gets
There
a
he gets
second.
5 seconds. Oh. Infusion's gonna get the early swing, and they get 2 back. And now it's a 3v3. Can they get the trade? Sweet Tea gets a double. And now it's a 1v2 for Raven Boss. And can he convert this 1v3?
No, not with the flank. Oh, he smells it. Oh, wrong timing.
Oh!
Don't peek this flash. You need to stay alive, bro. Here we go.
And Holly
Saving
Molly
grace
claims their
here
10th.
is, yeah, saving grace, Elation still. IGL's making the call. Players are still following it. Utilities still landing. Trades not as effective as you'd want. So most things still online. Trades just not quite there. Lightblade does his best to get a couple. But we can see the scoreboard here. No one really positive. No one at all. I see you dare with 1 kill. Raven Boss with 2. Switch over to the CT side. And we can see double digits for most. Flash, guy who missed map 1, maybe didn't get the warm-up he wanted, but he's still leading the charge towards mid, taking those fights, calling the plays.
They're going to keep fighting for mid. It looks like for once it's going to work out for them. It's a little too late for that, but you know. Umu with the 1v3 with the op, and can he catch him slipping? He almost caught. Oh, he legged him with an op. And he finishes him off, so now it converts to a 1v2 for this A side, but it looks like they're going to run it down mid. And it's going to be 1v2 off Donut, and he's going to come in through CT, and I wonder if they see him sense of coming fast enough, and it looks like they did. Elation claims their second, and that is their T side.
Yeah, I see you dare running through cave there. He definitely heard the pitter-patter of Umu running through CT spawn. He should have called the rotate back towards A side a little bit quicker. Holly Molly find themselves 10, but Elation, you know, I feel like that could have been a cleaner second round on the board. But nevertheless, second half we go. Now Elation have a chance to set up on the CT side. Utility aplenty. 2 smokes and a flashbang for the CT side. T side as well. 2 sets of utilities. This is going to be an execute towards the B site. And Holly Molly not going to slow down. Here it goes. It's only 1 defender here. I
This
see
is
you
a
dare
free
with
side
duties.
essentially in Jaguar too, so he's already mollied off. So he's either going to flank around or is he going to just hold the line and wait? But Umu seems to be having the right intuition, and he gets picked off immediately after getting 1. So it's 1-for-1 trade. It's 4v4. So now they're going to play retake on Elation's side. And now does he notice?
Oh!
And and he gets edged through the smoke. And okay, we get another one through the smoke. So can Gibby get anything worse than this? And he cannot. So now it's a 1v2 for Fusion. And can he retake this site? It's a 1v1 for the, essentially for the map.
Unsilenced USP. Ugh.
Oh, and Sweet Tea claims Holly Molly's 11th, and it brings him 1 step closer to a match point.
Listen, this is the exact same scenario we had over on Nuke. Elation 10-2 at the half. Switch over, they find the pistol, they get themselves a second, they get themselves up to 12, but then Holly Molly found 3, right? If I remember it correctly. So not out of the woods just yet. Elation do force back into this. I love to see the ump. That's ASMR to my ears. I guess ASMR means sound in the ears. That's good. Whatever. I love the ump. First gun I ever got an ace with back in Source, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I'm old. What can I say?
It has a really good sound to it. I'll agree with you on that one. And can
Holly
Fusion get
Molly.
anything off mid?
I don't know. He's got to get some tags. He's got to get some tags and run.
Yes.
Holly Molly grab mid control. They grab cat control. And with 1:30 on the clock, they can pretty much do whatever they want. They got tons of mollies. They should be clearing out every single corner methodically. There should be no real dry clears, no solo fights. Cave gets smoked off at 1:15. Great timing. A reclear for Elation coming in towards mid, but they look ready for this. Oh, there's that fusion scout you were talking about. Umu loses his life.
It's an immediate trade after. And it looks like they're going to go after this A site here. And
Big D! He
it's
just got a raid from Big D, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Just raided with a party of 11. How's it going, Big D? We saw you over there at Dust 2 Eagle Masters match. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We're
Thank you
here
for the
at,
raid.
Crossfire Season 2. And Holly Molly look like they're about to close out Elation's map pick.
Can Flash get this pick off early? And I see you there, gets that rifle return, and now it might make this take a little bit more difficult. And can he get one more? Now it's a 1v2 for I see you there, and Elations loses the eco, and Holly Molly takes her 12 to take it to map point.
Yeah, money's still in the bin for Elation. I think this one is over. Holly Molly, they played that round extremely smart. I mean, it came down to the numbers right at the end there. A few seconds left on the clock. 1v2 is hard to win, but they played that smart. They used their util early. They cleared the corners they needed to clear. They entered the site together, and they made sure to not take silly fights to put a 12th on the board, and they definitely want to go over to Mirage, especially with Flash here now.
And they're going to run it down this A site, and I wonder if Elation's prepared. It looks like they are prepared. And Flash gets one. Can he get the second?
Yeah. Can they find
and this is going to be a really good
site?
molly. They have no util to block this. So now they're flushed out. And he gets 2 molly kills here. And can Lightblade save the map for Elation?
These guys are both low HP. This is possible. Lightblade smells that they're rotating through the temple side. He's going to find the first at CT spawn, collects onto him. They're now trying to
extend
pick up
this
that
map, Kenny. And Lightblade with the 1v2 clutch to continue this map.
I nearly fucking choked. Sorry. I just took a deep breath in, sucked everything in my mouth to the back of my throat on that 1v2. Great job. Sorry, bro.
Wow. What heroics by Elation. I was going to have some funny line about how they were going to just deflate in this map, but looks like they got some fight left in them, and maybe that's their spark to get them back into this game.
Smart play here by Holly Molly as well, not going all in. Larry, the only one spending almost every dime. But they're going to want to get a purchase into the next. Yeah, bomb plants in both. Bomb plants in this round as well. It's just going to boost their economy onto the next. But this round is definitely not over. 5v5 post plant here. And Elation need to come up with a plan quickly. Flank dealt with here. Fusion finds his way in. Looks for the next. Deals with it quick. I see you there. Finds Flash as well. The last 2 on site, Larry and Umu overwhelmed by the M4 and AK-47 and a flawless retake for Elation to find a 4th.
We'll take those. I mean, that's the cleanest rounds you can get, especially against an eco buy. So, I mean, this builds confidence, and maybe that could, build some more rounds from this point forward for their CT side.
Yeah, I don't think they saved correctly, though. Larry, $2,900, Umu, 35. So this is going to be another save for Holly Molly. And hopefully this doesn't spiral out of control. But again, this is exactly where we saw Elation on Holly Molly's map pick. They were up 12-4. They had to do a little bit of a save because their economy was awkward to allow Holly Molly to get to 5. And then they closed it out.
And he comes through with a B-rush. Oh, can he get the trick? Oh, he's reloading.
I see you there with a 4K hold on B site. Beautifully done. They were ready for that. Molly towards ramp with a nade to boot. Couple of flashes from their teammates from mid to support.
Give him the
now
ace.
Larry Wick alone. These guys shouldn't be hunting for this ace. They need to get this round at. They need to have as many survive as possible.
Yes.
They want to take those AKs and M4s into the next round. They need to keep their economy high because even a couple of good round wins with 1 surviving, your economy is going to go low, and you don't want to have an MP9 against the full buy AK-47s. Don't do it. I see you there. He's just trying to knife into the smoke, see what he can run into.
Just play the bomb, play it safe. If you get the ace, you get the ace. But right now, you just want to get back into this game. Do it when you're 12-4 up. Don't do it when you're 4-12 down.
Yeah, they got all the avenues covered here. So, nice, good job. I see you there. Does find the ace. I was about to say, I wonder if he's going to get it as Larry walks into it, and he does. Beautifully done. That's 2 aces we've seen now in this game. And I don't know, were they both from I see you there? Who got the ace in the first map? We're going to have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Holly Molly, what is going on with your economy, my dudes? 3 AKs. Oh, it was this map? Is VT who got the ace? That's right. Back-to-back aces. 2 aces, 1 map. That's pretty fun to cast CT side prowess, I guess. The chip damage from the CT side delivered onto the T side is working its magic. These M4s becoming headshot machines. But Holly Molly are able to grab mid control and cat control, and at a minute 30, this is going to force Elation back, and they're going to have to make a decision. They're running low on util here. A couple of mollies, 1 smoke left. Holly Molly just
Where
have
do you
to
want to
burn
hold it
this out.
down?
Yeah, they just got to burn this out really quick.
So now I think this point where you have little to no util, you just got to make a hard decision and pick a site where you want to hold down or you want to play retake elsewhere. So I think from what it looks like, they're going to take over A main, and I think they're going to just try to hold down B side, just, you know, hold it down as hard as they can, because clearly mid's gone, and they sense a flank, so they're going to send one towards mid. And I think this is going to be a very important pivotal battle for this map right now.
I want to
Could
see where
Gibby
Emblem's
catch the
molly
flank?
goes. Where's he going to throw that? Oh, barrel
spot the
spotted,
rifle?
flash spotted. Oh, yeah.
And Gibby still wins.
Good rotation off of B site. You called this. Elation finds, smells what's happening. They get off site. They set up for the retake. Larry swings. Trades are affected for the T side, and they open up the account, but with low HP. This post plant needs to come in right now. This is possible. Fusion on the op. Tons of util to work with here, but Raven needs to be quick on the first.
And they're going to slowly poke and prop this. Oh. And Fusion gets the first. Can he get a second? And he cannot get the second. Holly Molly take their Elation's map pick of Ancient 13-5.
Yeah, back-to-back map picks stolen. 13-5, both of those. Yeah, that's this is turning out to be a little bit better of a game than we can expect. Kodo subbed back out. They get flashed back in place. We find ourselves back on Ancient as well. But now we're going to be going over to Mirage, Ancient's essential twin, the boxing ring of Counter-Strike. I think we're going to be in for a long one tonight, so I think we'll send it to a break. We'll maximize our time to make sure that we're primed and ready. So stay right there. We'll come back in about 5 to 10 minutes and find the conclusion of this 0-1 match from Crossfire Season 3 in Group D between Holly Molly and Elation on Mirage. See you then.
I got the juice like a snow cone. Ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senorita's going loco. Make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo. They big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode. I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, you some basic B-roll. The world is mine like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a millie, check the price tag. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stops. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, it's my style. No time for daydreams. All my brothers get money, we call it gang green. Just another day, but our focus still on the same thing. Us against everyone else, I recommend you change teams. Who the hottest in the city? We the top 2. You said your music was litty, but that is not true. Just being honest, you should really just stop, fool. Matter of fact, empty no pockets, give me that watch too. My mind is wicked, that's why I spit it so hostile. Freaky girls in the crib, it's like I live in a brothel. All I spit is Leviticus, but I'm not an apostle. My nuts hang low, long and they colossal. Black trader black, she messiah to the misfits. Run circles, run these rappers till my shit splits. You a little late to the party, baby, I been lit. If you ain't on the friend list, you better mind your business. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stops. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my style.
superhero vibe. So put your hands up if you wanna go. Close your eyes now and chase the sun. We gotta move, follow the tempo. Gotta take it ice, we gotta let it go. There's 100 different ways how to spend up all your day. We're gonna make
Deflation by Elation. Holly Molly take Elation's map pick 13-5, mirroring what happened in the previous map of Nuke. What happened?
Well, domination by Elation on Nuke 13-5. They stole Holly Molly's map pick. I know I just stole your opening, but it was too good to not. And then we switch over to Ancient, and we're thinking Elation, they destroy Holly Molly on their map pick of Nuke. Not known to be a technical team, but they kind of get destroyed. Holly Molly find the win 13-5, like you said, mirror matchup. And now we're moving over to Mirage, and we got a little bit of a knife round on the cards for you. This is map number 3. Winner of this goes 1-1 in Group D. Each goes 0-1. Now Elation, we've seen them do the tape measure bottle cap opener set up on their CT side. That's where they're going to boost off of their heads towards the bench here and run boost at the enemy team. But you can see the up-down setup here. Lightblade finds it first. I see you, Darren. Raven find the next two. Umu falls back. He doubles up. Can't collect anything more. And Fusion closes it out with a team kill. And that's a knife round victory. Holly Molly picked the CT side. Now I have no idea what their knife round strats are called. I'm just talking shit. My name is Mr. Henry Batt. Mitchell's still here with me, and the man behind the screen flipping scenes, Cameron King. And we got Firehawk on production, so we got a full team here at Crossfire Season 3. And as we enter map number 3, you can see the scores in the top right corner, 13-5, 13-5, a score to be settled. Take it away, Mitchell.
And it seems like they're going for this B play right here, and it seems like they are doing a 2-2 setup on the CT side. So I wonder if they're going to use any flashes on their end or what point they're going to use them. So man, get your guns out, please. Right now is not the time to whip out your knife, but I really hope we're going to get some good CS in this map.
Smoke for door to come in, flash to come over. Feet T should be mollying truck when he comes around. That next smoke should be a re-up, maybe deep market play if they want to push into it. But you can see the cat walk happening right now as the flash happens towards A ramp. This is the go signal for Holly Molly. They hear that flash. Umu gets contact from connector. Util to come raining in. Flashes over. Mollies are out. A great opening from Emblem onto Ravens, and the B site cracked.
And Holly Molly seems to crack this B site wide open. And could Elation do anything to prevent this or even retake this with a 3v5? And it thinks... Is there anything worth saving?
They got unsilenced USP.
They have to be rage baiting us. They have to be.
They know how angry we get about it. No, I'm just kidding. That was a different little smoke they're throwing, the get left smoke. I'm unsure why they threw that. It's a little bit weird. Umu got up cat, and they still threw the get right smoke to block catwalk on to B site. A little bit of curious plays. Maybe they were expecting the double stack towards the get right position, but nevertheless, Holly Molly opened the account 1-0. AKs, Mac 10s, a little bit of armor and utility coming out on the T side, but a tech pause nonetheless for Holly Molly, and they don't want to fumble this second round. Force buy does come back in, and they got smoked by that force buy back on Ancient. Fusion Scout rang true for 2, but now they're going to have to deal with this Mag 7 from I See You Dare. Jump spotting towards B, maybe getting himself up into Palace quickly. We're going to have to wait and see.
I agree. This tactical timeout I think is really important because you don't want to lose another one of these. You don't want to break your mental. Not now. Right now is not the time. It's the third map. This is where you put all your chips in the middle of the table and say, like, this is it. We got to win this map. We got to win this series. We want to get on, at least third place in this table of Group D.
Oh, yeah, this is the group of death as well. We can chat about that a little bit. If you are just joining us, this is Crossfire Season 3, and this Group D is a full of heavy hitters. Elation, ex-Villainous, a playoff advanced level team. Holly Molly, a playoff advanced level team. They have Akimbo and Aether, 2 ECL level teams in this group. So if you're looking at Crossfire and you're wondering, hey, is this worth it for my team to join? It really is. You are going to get some top North American Counter-Strike out of this. Some of the teams going to Mythic Land are actually in this tournament as well. This is probably the biggest online tournament for North American Counter-Strike right now. So if you're here and you're enjoying it, send us all a follow, get your team into it, start researching it, and find yourself against some of these teams, because this is some pretty serious competition for some pretty serious money. But nevertheless, as I try to talk this eco round away, Holly Molly go through the motions. They find themselves through mid control. A mid window boost comes in, and they should potentially split towards the B site here. And this is where the lion's share of the Elation side waits. 3 there. Fusion, Scout, in market. Now rotating back towards mid as they hear the pitter-patter towards the A site. Umu spots one.
And could he claim to one? And yes, he does claim to one, but does he know if there's a second there in ramp? I don't think he knows he's there. And I think Gibby's going to wait until the very, very last minute to come out, because I think they're going to see if they can take this A site. Oh, wow, what the Mac 10 long range shot right there. And Gibby's still hiding here. And could he at least get one? Could he get the planner? If he shifts a little bit to the right, and he spots him, he spots the planner. So now he's just going to wait and perhaps wait. And he is selling his teammates down the river. And Holly Molly takes their second. But I thought Gibby was going to get something out of that one.
He looked like he could have. So, talking point here real quick. Holly Molly's T side on Nuke. I mentioned it time and again. Protocols were good, nice and early. They were able to grab the space, take the fights. But once that mid-round started happening, once the dog days of the round was there, the IGL was unable to make the call to pull those rotates to make the rounds a W. But we see it there, set up for the B site hit. The A site gets opened up, 2 quick kills. They find nothing else. They realize the stack is towards B, and they don't walk into it. They change their pattern, get themselves up onto A site, and find a second. But now they have to deal with the USPs, this Desert Eagle and 5-7 upgrade. And Holly Molly have struggled with this in the past. They lose more than they should. But through the motions, they go into the default of mid. They find the space for free.
For sure, as long as they play, and I was going to mention, as long as you play meticulous and watch your angles right, but it looks like Raven gets the first pick off mid, so I think they're going to be a little bit more careful when you're picking these angles, especially against the Deagles and the USPs.
Oh my god, Raven's going to find another window. Oh my god, he does! No! Umu finds it.
Everybody has all these spidey senses. I wish I had these spidey senses, and he catches one behind. And can he get it? Yes, they can. So this round is falling apart very quickly for Holly Molly against these pistols. They need to stabilize quickly.
Scared now.
Oh, and I thought he got the gap in that.
Both players of Elation are on B site. Mac 10 at the E-box position. I see you there finds one, but they close it out. And Holly Molly, a little bit of a scary round. We see them grab mid-control the same way they do. Elation are saying, we know exactly how you guys do this and the timing that you do. Emblem, I think, found the first pick. Who was that? No, Raven found the first pick with that Desert Eagle. And Holly Molly kind of start frantically speeding up. A little bit of what we saw in Nuke on their CT side, a little bit of the speed from Elation on their T side, made a couple of mistakes happen for Holly Molly, so hopefully they can keep it together on their T side. Umu opens up to Gibby as he tries to cross from A side over to stairs, and that should be a little bit faster of a go signal for Holly Molly towards A for this execute. Larry to do that late pinch.
And the thing I noticed about Holly Molly is especially when they're doing these slow pushes, especially when they get picked, they hit that go button for some reason. I feel like that shouldn't be the right time to hit that go button, because I feel like you're just running into something that's completely unknown. So I'm really worried about these calls sometimes, like, especially on the Holly Molly side, especially on Nuke.
Well, Larry top mid has a Molotov. He should be throwing a little bit of information gain. Emblem finds a kill from Palace over to stairs, and as that smoke starts landing on site, you can start marching forward, one step at a time. Clear your angles. A pop of the smoke on default is good, but Light Blade is better. Finds himself a double. I see you there.
Convert this 1v2.
Yeah. He's got the AK, picked up a Molotov, full belt to util. Completely possible. Low HP on Emblem. Op spots him and deals with him. Great shots from I See You Dare, collecting a triple in this round. The opener on the cross finds himself this kill on Light Blade from Palace through the edge of the fading smoke. And then collects the third to put a fourth on the board for Holly Molly, and a great start to their T-side campaign. Very reminiscent about how their Nuke should have started.
I agree, most certainly, and I think they are taking all of this. And I wonder if this is because of Flash coming back. If Flash was here, do you think this series would be 2-0, or do you think it would have still gone to a third?
I mean, Elation seemed like they were pretty strong on their CT side. They knew exactly what they were doing, CT side nuke. There was no real hesitation from them.
Yeah.
We even saw them do good team play on Ancient. They were just losing the opening picks and they couldn't control mid. A little bit of patience is needed on Ancient when you lose mid and cat control. The CTs have to burn like 60-70% of their util belts to hold it down initially. And by about 45 seconds, you can grab a lot of space from Elation side on the T side, but I don't know. If Flash was there, would it have been a change? Elation played a really good nuke. I don't think so. I think we'd still be going 3 maps. They might have just picked up their own map picks.
I agree. It's really strange how they just. Oh, I love it how they get their original roster back in this series, especially because I don't know. I really didn't want them to fall flat, especially on Ancient, especially how the way Nuke ended. So I'm kind of glad it went out this way, that Flash was able to come back. So it's a treat for us to go to a third, especially at this time of day. So
yeah,
let's hope
Flash
Elation
didn't have a
can
great
do something now.
Flash didn't have a great Ancient to start either. He had to get warmed up into it.
Yeah.
But Holly Molly finds the right site to enter mid. Flash, we're just mentioning him. A bit of an awkward spray control. Finds the first, gets clipped by Light Blade in mid. That's an AK handed over to the CT side. They should be running for the hills to try to save that.
Yes.
Their money's going to be good for the purchase into the next. Fusion could probably go for something. MP9,
Yeah.
no armor. Looks like he is.
At least get like a little pick or two, just to get some exits and then just run away, or just throw it up and upgrade to a rifle next round.
A good fifth for Holly Molly nonetheless, though. They read the room, find the open A site, and even watching them walk back into Palace, they were crossing all their T's, dotting all their I's, clearing their corners, making sure there was no funny business. And a beautiful fifth. T-side campaign starting off right.
And he's like being surrounded. Can the time end quickly? And yes, he does. And Elation calls a timeout. And honestly, I think they're like one.
Mid.
Yeah, they need to just fight mid or something. They just need to get something control back in some way, because I feel like they're playing a little too passive in these setups, and I just think they just need to fight for something. But mid's got a good spot to start in.
Again, we saw this on Elation's side, on their T side of Ancient. The protocols are there. They're able to take the space. They understand how the utility works. They have good command and control. The IGL calls something and they do it. They're just missing their shots right now. We see them have good flash protocols to grab A main control. They seem to rotate to grab mid control before retaking A site, which is good. But something they're missing is mid control. They have yet to try to do that. They have yet to throw bodies at that problem that Holly Molly is kind of exploiting. We see them run this slow default. They grab mid control by about 1:19. And there's no pressure back towards them. They barely have to throw any util to grab the space either. So what's the change? Fusion's on the line towards B.
Up versus up, and Umu wins the up duel here off of this B site, and can I see you there do something and hold it back? And it looks like he's in a retreat, and he's to fight for mid, and he gets immediately picked off by the lurk, Larry. So now it's a 2v4. I wonder if they're gonna run for the hills this time, and I think they will this time around. So I think you got to just lick your wounds and just try to go next round.
Molly are gonna hunt this though. They have to send at least one body at this hunt. Here's the shot. Watch how fast this is. No chance. Fusion standing right in the path. Umu walks into it. Fusion trying to readjust, finds an awkward timing, but that's 6 on the board, and Holly Molly just exploiting the flanks now. We saw them grab mid control multiple times in a row. We called it. We said Elation needs a fight into mid, and Holly Molly say, we understand you guys are probably changing your plan, but Elation doesn't. They still just set up in this stagnant 2-1-2 setup. No real pressure towards mid, no pop of the mid window smoke, no flashes over from A site to even indicate a fight is happening. And they do end up getting hunted down at the end. Lightblade, the only one to survive with this AK-47, now 2 rounds in a row. But Holly Molly up to 6. And whatever that change was, whatever that tack timeout that was called from Elation, it didn't work, so they call another. This is also a chance for Holly Molly to get on the mic and say, boys, we're in cruise control. Maintain it.
Got plenty of money, we got plenty of rounds, we just got to keep it going, get some more rounds, if you can get like a 9-3, or preferably a 12-0 half. I'd be happy with this, but like being 6-0 up in the first half of T side of Mirage, I think you're doing great. They're doing great. I don't know why I
Holy
said we,
moly.
like we're in the team.
I mean, yeah, we are doing great.
We.
These guys are 6-0. You know what I mean? We're into map 3. Yeah, I'm having a good time. It's Counter-Strike. Like this is this is what we talked about in the pregame. Imagine, think 5, 6, 10, 15 years from now. It doesn't matter how far in advance your goal is to get paid a living wage to cast Counter-Strike. Unbelievable. So we're having a good time. We're having a good time at 6-0 Holly Molly. Every game is a good time. Elation, I'm praying for your mid fight right now. I'm praying
Yes.
you do not cross A site from bench over to stairs. I'm praying your A site default player throws 2 flashes over and you double jump out mid window and you grab this space.
And do they do this?
They don't do shit. They don't even break the
Wow.
mid window though. That's okay.
They don't even bother going mid.
That's okay. Looks like they're trying to get a little posture in now. Gibby does that bottom connector smoke. He has the crossfire with I see you dare. And they know that Holly Molly loves to grab this space, but as soon as this util rains over towards the A site, fight protocols are going to be underway here. Raven stuck towards Firebox, has no support from his teammates, so he's in a one and done position.
Nobody checks him, and he gets 1 for free. Can Raven make it a double? He cannot make it a double, and now it's a 1v3 for Emblem. Can he convert this round? I'm very doubtful, but I'm a believer at all times, and it looks like that's why Elation gets there first. So I mean, they postured the right way on this A site, it looks like, and they were able to prevent the plant, and they hid well, and they finally claimed their first.
Holly Molly overcooked on that one because there's no change. There was no change from Elation. Util was still the same. Yeah, bottom connector smoke came in for the first time with a little bit of a crossfire towards Cat, but we saw that with Desert Eagles. We saw that with Tech 9s, or 5-7s rather. There's no real change from the Elation side. They're playing a very pug-style game, and Holly Molly, they just need to go back to this mid control. Of course, now this is the round that Elation are looking to fight towards mid. The boost towards ladder room is coming in. Flash might have heard this. The posture from Holly Molly says mid control should be theirs.
Oh, I thought he was going to get that nade kill, but it looks like they were just a tick too late. And I wonder if they're going to keep fighting this mid. But Holly Molly seemed very adamant here in this mid position. So I think they really want it just as bad as Elation does too. And I wonder where they're going to finish off from here. I think they're going to push up connector. And I think it's going to lead to their demise here because everybody's here waiting for them.
Emblem does find that pick from Palace onto the A site. So the Elation boys over towards stairs and jungle aren't communicating with their site player. Emblem finds himself a free pick towards stairs. And pardon my language, it was connector towards A site. So he's able to walk out of Palace for free. He's got to deal with Raven stuck deep in this corner. What? Raven, no! No, that was the round winner right there. Holly Molly. Emblem puts him down and into a 2-on-2 in an open site. Bomb to get planted. Opposite default. Planted for connector. And this is a hard retake now. Fusion's got to go through the murder hole. And Emblem's just sitting there waiting.
And can I see you there convert this 1v2? He probably thinks one's in jungle, but he's long gone now, probably in his head. So now he has to just put 1 and 2 together. Bomb's planted open, clearly for ramp or connector. So he either has to make a decision to smoke it off, smoke a position off, or just smoke off the bomb. But he's running out of time, and he has no kit. Oh, the kit's right in front of him, obviously. So I think he's off for the ninja. And can he get this ninja?
Not
and he cannot.
Chance.
And Holly Molly claimed the round.
Yeah, good job from Holly Molly. They just grab mid control. They do exactly what they need to do. They realize they're getting a little bit of pressure from Cat. Ladder room gets filled. So they assessed, hey, let's smoke it off, re-smoke mid window, and fight our way up connector. And they find some free kills. Emblem slips out of Palace, finds an absolute sitter towards stairs, and opens up the account on A site. But again, no change from Elation. Gibby's still crossing over towards connector. He could do this safely through window, but I don't think they want to break mid window. I feel like they're leaving it open. Holly Molly just grabbing mid control again. Absolutely free.
And I think this is going to be their demise. Oh, and Gibby just gets that ringer off connector just to get another one. Oh, can he get another one? Oh, he's spamming it though. So I mean, I'm hoping. And Umu with just a casual double with an op. Okay.
All right, Holly Molly have definitely caught their stride now. Flash coming back in, getting himself warmed up. I feel like his communication just changed the game a little bit over on Ancient. We saw him wanting to get stuck into those fights towards mid. We see him wanting to stay in this position towards ladder, and he's going for the fight, switches to a Molly at the wrong time. Gibby allows this 4v3 into a 3v3 retake potential. Umu with his third on the round, looking for more as the smoke on Cat limits their vision, and you can see Fusion want to head for the hills, and 8th on the board for Holly Molly just like that.
And wow, it's that same mid control. They just take up mid, they walked up Cat, and they had a free B side after getting the picks off with Umu with that double from initially from Apps. So I mean,
Elation are still not fighting for it either. Yeah, Elation has to fight for mid. We're coming into the last few rounds of this half. They need to start making a stance. They cannot go on to the second half with only 2, maybe 3 rounds at max. They need to fight into mid right now. This is something that we talked about on Nuke as well. Elation's T side. Speed, 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 slow it down. Holly Molly walk into their crosshairs. Speed, speed, speed. Holly Molly walk into their crosshairs as soon as Elation slows it down. So posturing from Holly Molly has been perfect, but here's the mid fight we've been looking for. And
it looks like they listened to us.
Oh,
and they get the
opening.
first pick. Can they make it a double? Yes, they make it a double. So they are clearly. It looks like they've won the battle of mid. So clearly they got. It pays dividends to fight for it. So we're not just talking out of our butts here. We actually meant when we said that, you know.
That's a good rotation too from Elation. They were able to get back onto the A site. Emblem trades one back out, but into a 2v3 we go, or a 2v4, make that a 2v3 into a 2v2 out of nowhere, 2v1. Emblem just continues to spray from connector into jungle, finds himself a triple. I see you there, 1v2, but Emblem cleans it up. And from a 5v3 into a 1v0, Emblem finds Holly Molly up to 9. And of course, like we said, Elation grab mid control and they put themselves into a 5v3. They rotate back onto the A site perfectly, but they overcook. They overcook and walk into the fights.
So when we said take over mid, you have to play out the rest of the round too. Like I forgot to mention that part. So we have to. I see. We asked the genie for the wrong wish, so we asked them to take over mid. Just that was it. But there's a second step to that. So. Maybe they can follow through this time, but it worked. It put them in a very prime position to win the round, so it works, and it looks like they're primed for them to push this time too. So Holly Molly do see this and are able to counter these types of plays, but this could easily be 2 and 8. I mean, not that makes a round's a big difference. So obviously,
huge difference, yeah.
So I think that was a round that they should have had.
Yeah. Gibby's position there was a little bit curious. I think he got a little bit scared top mid. He's like, I don't see anything, guys. Flash me in, flash me in. But we see Donk do this consistently. They have players in connector watching his underpass from mid window, and he just stands there and waits for the fight. Lower mid to top mid with the AK. Gibby's patience kind of fools him a little bit, but we do go into a 3-on-3. Mid control is grabbed by Holly Molly. The rotation for Elation over towards the B site. Right as Holly Molly want to walk onto A. Umu's going to find all this space into jungle. He's going to full belt of util to deal with Murder Hole as well. But he can't overcook this. He had everything. He literally had everything.
He had all the util and only Emblem does.
Yeah. They're so scared of Palace. They don't know where this rotation has gone from Elation.
If you had one smoke, what would you smoke off? CT or jungle right now?
Oh, now CT because I just got rocked. But yeah, prior to that, if my teammate wouldn't have died jungle, I would have smoked CT, of course. But
yeah, I agree.
Teammate dies, I would have maybe smoked the cross from stairs to bench and then planted on the cat side. But there's 1,000 options that you could possibly do.
For sure.
Look at this buy from Holly Molly in the last round. Ugh. 2 Mac 10s. That's the problem. Only having 2 to 3 players survive multiple rounds in a row. Your bank account is in the dirt.
And it seems like they see the battle out for mid again.
Oh, quick double in mid. I see you there. Beautifully done. Utility prowess with the AK to boot. Another 5-on-3. Can Elation convert this one though? Emblem says no.
Heck no. And Gibby and Gibby is fighting out from mid from window, and I think he spotted someone, but I think he's long gone now. So now he's keeping his head on the swivel right now, just to make sure everyone's there. And Emblem slowly pushing out again. This A ramp in this 2v4.
3K so far from I See You Dare on Catwalk.
Oh wow! And Gibby's there with the cover fire, and Emblem with the 1v4. Can he finish it off? And Elation with a small resurgence to make this half 9-3.
Emblem has 21 kills. What?
The calmest 21 kills I've ever seen.
2, 4, 5, Umu on 14. I'd expect Umu to be at 14 with the op kills he's got, but 21 kills. So the goal for Elation here after the pistol round victory is like, they need to find out where Emblem is playing and avoid him. Or
Stay
if they
away.
go towards him, or if they go towards him, it has to be heavy numbers. A little bit of a default setup here for Holly Molly. 1 CT, 1 mid, 3 on B site. They're going to set up for a retake. And Larry's going to be the one in CT spawn. This should be, if the X2 comes on A site, Larry falling back, getting flashed in from his teammates from B site. That'll be Emblem to flash him in to take the fight. And here comes the fight. Here comes the util dump onto site. They go a little bit before the smokes. It doesn't matter.
Little overzealous, but they'll go for it. And he gets immediate trade, so Gibby trades back. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. There we go. So it looks like it's a 3v4 retake for the side of Holly Molly. And can they make something happen?
Emblem is alive. You definitely make something happen.
Yes. He can clutch it out, call it a day.
Not
And
anymore.
Emblem gets clotheslined off rip, and Raven with the double, and Elation get their fourth.
Hey, they have 4 surviving, two with armor. No damage taken to that armor, so that's an AK-47 and a helmet for $3,050. Money in the bank post-purchase. Elation looking pretty good. 5 rifles going into round 14. USPs on the Holly Molly side. 1 taser. Flash, where are you going to go with that?
They got 2. Oh, they have 2 of them actually. 2 Zeuses.
They're having some fun
wow.
over there. They're having some fun. The NA confidence coming into play here. Stay focused, boys. That $200 might come back to haunt you. You might need an extra flash moving forward, but Elation going through the paces, grabbing cat control quite quickly, and they're walking right into the taser. A flash.
Oh. The vision was there. I saw it. And now Elation has his B site for Senshi for free, and that's a bomb down. And they're gonna definitely hunt down Larry. So Larry's gonna fight it out, and he does not be able to fight it out. And Gibby gets the kill, and Elation get their 5th.
I'd love to see Gibby get rid of this Mac 10 and pick up an AK in this round.
Oh, he almost had it too.
You know you're going up against M4s. They know there's a Mac 10 on the board. There should be helmets across on the CT side. Umu the only one without. Where's he playing? He's their mid player. That big green looking for the fight towards top mid. It's just an A1S. He's getting spammed out. He does find some sanctuary, but Elation taking that quick connector control, realizing the lack of util on the CT side. He's going to come back to haunt them. SVT's Galil finds 2 from the A site on default, which is beautiful. Flash from short, finds himself a kill on diffusion to protect that connector fight. Now I See You Dare's position compromised. And a 4-on-2.
Sweet T just relaxing in here, and
Boom! Blakert. Boom!
Blakert.
Nice job from
Sweet
SVT
T with
on
that
default.
insane double. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that pistol round money coming back in Elation's favor here. That 4 surviving, being able to get the AKs for cheap with the head armor for cheap. They're able to get a purchase into this round. Holly Molly should be reading this. But this is a pretty defaulty round for both these teams. They have to posture up. They have to try to take the space that they want to hold early and then hold on to it. Holly Molly should push mid and keep this space. There's no way they should fight this and give it up.
Oh, that's a good spam through the smoke. What? And that was definitely Fusion's kill to have, but I think it just unlucky right there. And this is just a big series of unlucky moments in this round for Elation. I felt like everything was postured for them the right way, and it just didn't go the way they wanted it to go.
Well, Holly Molly should be up to match point on this one. About $2,500 is the average for the Elation side. It's rough to say they force into this. It's rough to say they save. The force does come in, Tech 9s, Mac 10s. Maybe not conceding victory, but it's got to be an ape strong play, and it's going towards the B site. But look who's here. Emblem, ready to go. He's going to be on truck, prime and ready. Gifted that AK-47, and this is going to be a monstrous nade when it lands.
This nade is going to do so much damage.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh, greasy. Great shot. The nade follow-up from Flash with the molly as well. Finds 2 openings. And Emblem's like, I knew my nade worked, boys. Let's get 12. Let's close this out right now.
They got bigger fish to fry right now, apparently. And can Emblem finish off the round right now? No, but his best friend Fresh could do it.
3 assists, 1 kill. Holly Molly up to map and match point. Here it comes. Oh,
We cut this as a Blankert moment. It's not a kill, but good enough. Blankert.
Any big nade is a boom. A Blankert boom. Hell yeah, great round from them. AK's picked up on the CT side, and this should be the final nail in the coffin. Holly Molly close this out 13-5 and make it 3 13-5s on the night. So we can close this out and say goodbye.
It looks like it's going to be a simple A execute to finish off this game, perhaps. And I wonder if and Holly Molly,
They know it.
They
Look at it
should.
rotate in.
They
They're
know
grabbing
it's
mid-control.
coming, so-
They've pushed all the way through B site. Emblem's rotating into CT spawn. He's going to be there for the Palace pounce. Try to hold them back.
Holly Molly's ready. And this is the smoke, and they get mowed down. This game ends 13-5, and Holly Molly takes the series 2-1.
Okay, I take back what I said. If Flash was there, warmed up on map 1, Holly Molly take this 2-0. But Flash not there. They had to have their sub of Kodo come in. Elation take map 1, 13-5. Holly Molly's map pick. We switch over to Ancient map 2. Holly Molly takes Elation's map pick. And then, of course, we get to the Boxing Ring, Mirage, and the depth of playbook by Holly Molly. Their ability to grab mid-control and no fight from Elation on their CT side gives Holly Molly the 13-5. What do you got to say about it?
Absolute domination by Holly Molly. If Flash was the reason why they're dominating this hard, never sub him out. I don't know what's with him or what. Like,
He
if
might
he
have
brings
been
some
late.
good energy.
I don't know. He seemed like he wasn't warm on Ancient. He was missing
Yeah,
some weird
that's true.
shots. His aggression was there. His movement was being practiced. You could see him just continuously push down lower mid on CT side. But maybe he was just a little bit late, and that's what subs are for. Kodo
Yes.
did his best job,
Yes, Kodo's amazing.
but still. Yeah, I think that about wraps it up for us here. One more shout out to the sponsors, scl.gg, 24/7 servers. Let me read this out to you. Let me get this going. Crossfire is powered by SCL. Run 24/7 training servers, review matches in 2D, and build real-time structure into your gameplay. Whether you're gaming alone or coordinating with teammates, SCL has all the tools you need to elevate your game. Head over to scl.gg for more info. Once again, my name is Mr. Henry Bat. This guy over here, this side, that's Mitchell, new to Crossfire, new caster. Show him some love. Check him out on socials. Give him a follow. Follow me as well. Follow Crossfire. And we're going to be back for more action coming up tomorrow night. Any closing statements, Mitchell, before we send them to the closing screen?
Thank you, guys. I would like to give a big shout out to the casters and producers. They are amazing, and I love you guys, and have a great night.
All right. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great night. See you later.